Hermes, draw near, and to my prayer incline, in arts gymnastic and in fraud divine.
Dire weapon of the tongue which men revere, be present, Hermes, and thyself plant here.
Welcome to Third Eye Bind, episode 30, Magickal Games.
Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Kaitlyn.
And welcome to Third Eye Bind.
In this episode, we are discussing and playing Magickal Games. I'm so excited.
So excited. But before we get to that, if you like us, if you like the podcast, please share, I almost said report. Don't report
us.
Rate us. A good rating. We almost have 100 ratings.
Wow.
That's a lot. Triple digits. Okay. So, and if you really like us, you can follow us and contribute on Patreon. That's patreon.com/thirdeyebind. And after this episode, we will have a lot of fun content because some of the games we will be playing in their full forms and putting on our Patreon. So there will be a lot of Patreon content associated with this episode.
So excited.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to guess what card we're going to pull today?
I don't even know.
Me either. Oh, that was fast. Okay.
That was fast. It's not the Hanged Man again, is it?
It's the Fool again.
The Fool. Okay. Wow. But that makes sense.
So we pulled this for the Crone, which I loved because it talked about the reconnection to the beginning of a cycle. And
this is the beginning of the cycle.
This is the beginning of the cycle. Today we are taking some time to reconnect with our inner children. We're playing some really fun nostalgic games, some that I never got to play and I'm really excited to get into. We threw on our best 90s Oshkosh Bagosh outfits.
Mary-Kate and Ash Olsen,
Absolutely.
if you will.
It takes two.
A little side pone.
Double, what was the...
It takes two. Double Toil and
That
Trouble.
was my favorite one. Oh my God, I loved that
Cloris
movie.
Leachman is the shit in that
So
movie.
good. When she put mascara in her hair before the ceremony, that was like big beauty inspo for
That
me.
was big
as a small child.
Oh man.
Talk about glamour magic.
That whole movie is so weird.
So good. It is strange and wonderful.
Yeah.
But I love this because there's something really innocent about the Fool. And I think that innocent optimism is something that we should all hope to experience as children, and that a lot of us get oh, am I going to cry?
I just started crying right now.
I think it gets taken away from a lot of us too soon. I think that in Western culture, we are very much encouraged to grow up too fast, or certain experiences make us grow up too fast. A lot of kids are parentified and forced into roles that little kids shouldn't have to be in. And I think that's also why you see a lot of adults on social media, on TikTok, spending their money on Bratz dolls.
Like Disney adults.
And Disney, yeah, all that shit because...
We make fun of Disney adults, but
yeah.
I get it.
I get it. I totally get it. At least as a parent, I really want to fiercely protect my kids' youth. I always thought it was really cool that my little sister played with Barbies until high school. Mm-hmm. She never lost that connection to her youthfulness. And I'm really looking forward to today, spending some time really just playing with our own inner children and giving them some space to have fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool that we're engaging with toys and games that are magical like we are.
Yeah. I mean, these toys were just... Some of these in particular were so inspiring to me as a little witch person, with no other guidance. I took it where I could get it. and I really latched onto it when I did. So these things are more than just toys. They're like influential to like me
Guides
as a
almost.
witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wow, this was the quickest we've cried the whole season. We're supposed to be having fun, god damn it.
I feel like we're not having fun until we're crying.
There's a lot of, it's nostalgic, you know, and with that comes like a lot of reflection. So the Fool, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, if I were to maybe guess, I would have guessed the Fool, because it's the beginning, it's the innocence, it's the
joy, the exuberance, like going into things without knowing and not even being fully cognizant that we don't know.
Yeah, just existing in that way. And like the fact that we also pulled that for the Crone episode
Is cool.
is so cool, and just affirming that childlike wonder doesn't have to ever end, and it's still a tool we can use. Wow. Okay.
And that like our elder years aren't really an ending, but are a transition into the beginning of the cycle all over again. Like that's...
Yeah, or the beginning of like the afterlife. And then what is that like? Then you're you're jumping off into the abyss, literally, like the Fool card artwork portrays. Like that's... Then you're the Fool again. Like it's so interesting.
I was thinking this morning about like what my favorite toys were when I was a kid, and... Oh, excuse me. It was a hiccup and a burp.
I love that for you.
One of my favorite toys was this probably Fisher-Price tea set. And I thought it was magic because when you dipped the little knife in water and spread it across the cookies, jam would magically appear.
Yes.
It was so cool.
Yes.
Magic.
I played a lot with a tub of water and food coloring.
Yes.
Food coloring was the jam, and pots and pans, and I would make potions and make things change color, and like my grandma's front yard. And yeah, a lot of water. I burped. Making like, different colored potions and like just mixing, and like I remember that was a big thing for me.
I loved potion making outside. Oh my God, I loved it.
I really liked dolls. Like I really liked nurturing. Like honestly, the reason why I always wanted kids was because I liked playing with my dolls and like taking care of them. And like I thought, oh yeah, I totally want to do this someday. No, but yeah, I remember having these elaborate fantasies about, I don't know what this says about me as a person, but about like saving things. Like the doll would be like not homeless or unhoused, but like it would be on the street, and I'd just like be like, I saved you, and here, and now you're warm, and just the feeling of how it felt to be like, yeah, now you're safe with me, and like that feeling I really enjoyed that. So I don't know if I was like insecure or what. But yeah, that was the vibe. And a lot of these, my favorite toy, I guess this is what we're going to start with today. I did some light research on these toys, was the Polly Pocket.
Mine too.
I truly believe that the Polly Pocket is the best toy of all time.
I agree.
Yes?
I had a huge Polly Pocket collection. I wanted to enter it in the county fair because they used to do, like, there was this one inside area that was just full of glass cases with people's Polly Pocket collections.
No way.
And I really wanted to submit mine.
I want to do that. Can we do that?
They might still do it.
You know what's funny? 90s Con is coming up in Connecticut. I didn't know that was a thing, but one of my stockists like bought a bunch of my 90s witch pins, my little Polly Pocket
for the thing.
Pins for the event, so they keep posting about it. And I would imagine somebody's bringing their Polly Pocket collection to that event. But so okay, a brief history of Polly Pocket. It's actually really like simple. This man named, and I can't remember his name, but I wrote it down, Chris Wiggs, this British guy, invented and designed a mini doll's house made out of a makeup compact for his 3-year-old daughter. And that's
how Polly Pocket came to be.
yes. It literally was a makeup compact, which is pretty, you can deduce that, but he made that for his 3-year-old daughter and then licensed it, and then it just like took off.
Yeah.
But just that it's such a genius toy. It's a genius toy. We have some here. If you're listening and you want to see a visual, you can go to YouTube or Spotify and watch to see what we're doing. But this is, I think, one of the originals. But it's just a compact, and it's just like, oops, her head got stuck. But you know, you can take it anywhere.
Yes.
I really like small things.
Me too.
And it's just the cutest take on a doll's house, you know, like
it's
those
like
big,
a whole world in this
in
little
the palm
thing.
of your hand.
Yes.
And it's very Fae energy. It's very Fae energy. Like you could create like a little altar in one of these. Like you absolutely could.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like I may have like done that. I used to put like twigs and shit in mine, and like there's little, I have the large, this is my favorite one, the large star one. It's a little larger, but it has these little like little spaces where you could hide things, and like
little stash compartments.
And it's just like they really did such a good job with all the different designs for them, and they were so different. Do you remember the elemental ones? The little round ones?
The little round ones. Do you remember the little round ones that had like jewels?
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Those
about.
are the elemental ones.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I had the
I think they
green
were,
one.
maybe not
and
fully.
the pink one.
Yeah, the green one. There was an ice one.
Yes.
There was a green one, which was the forest. There was a pink one. Was that one like, it's supposed to be like Arabian Nights kind of a situation?
Okay. I had the crystal ball one.
Wait, there was a crystal ball?
It was a purple crystal ball. My kids might still have it. My mom saved a few of my Polly Pockets, probably like an eighth of the entire collection.
Xandar down here, we'll get to him in a minute.
But it was on a curly gold stand.
Oh God, I don't think I had that one.
And it opened in many different layers.
Oh.
And there were like crystal geodes in it. And there was like a table, like a seance table with a crystal ball in it. It was... I think it might have be one of the ones that lit up. It might have
this
taken
one
batteries.
is supposed
I don't
to light
remember.
up, but it's broken. My stepdad tried to fix it, but
It's still beautiful.
it's still so cool. And the element ones were so cool to me. Like they were very small. They were about
I loved the tiny ones.
sand dollar size, maybe.
Yeah.
They made little necklace ones. I mean, it's just truly like holds up and is adorable.
I had one that was a pencil box.
Oh, I had that
So I
one.
could take it to
the one that was
school.
like that.
Yes, and it was a school inside.
Yes. Did you have the one that was like a little purse and it had drawers?
Yes, the purple one.
Yeah, it was like pinky purple.
Yes,
I had that one too.
And it was like almost kind of like an apartment building. There was like a mini pool in it and everything. Yeah.
Do you remember the pool? Yeah, there was a pool there. You open it and it was like flat. And
Yes.
I think that was one of the pencil cases.
It was cool.
God, it's just the design of it is very inspiring to me.
Just
And
like a
it's-
whole world inside this little thing that you can carry in your hands. I still remember getting my first Polly Pocket for Christmas. I think I was like 4 or 5. I still have that one too. And it looked like a present. And when you opened it, it was like this fancy like New York apartment.
Oh my gosh.
And there was a dining table that when you push the button, it would go from like empty plates to full.
Oh my God.
And the little candles lit up.
I'm obsessed.
It was...
Now, the golden age of Polly Pockets for me did come to an end when they made her bigger.
That's when it all went downhill.
I want tiny, I can choke on it Polly Pocket. I don't want like, they sized her up, I think, to maybe compete with Barbie, but that was way after I had grown up.
Yeah.
So.
Around my sister's time, I remember them doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, why
And
would
she
you
came
do
with
that?
outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's all right, but
It was not the
it's
same.
not the same. The micro sized, like this fairy, I can't even handle. The wings are like this crinkly, iridescent, crinkly, iridescent paper, like fabric wings on this fairy.
And she's wearing a flower crown.
And she's wearing a flower
And she has a
crown,
magic wand.
And she has a magic wand. It's all good.
I love her.
So He invented it
here.
in 1983. He invented it for his 3-year-old. And then by about 90, I would say 90, 91, 92, they were like hot commodities. So I love Polly Pockets so much.
It was such a cool way to like play make believe.
Mm-hmm.
And like Barbies, and I did love Barbies, don't get me wrong.
Me too.
But there was just something about Polly. I don't know if it's because she was small like us.
Maybe. It's that we could carry her around like a little talisman or like a little friend.
She just didn't feel as grown up as Barbie. And I felt like, I don't know, just more connected to Polly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the details.
She was
for
our
me.
friend.
Like the details of the sets too. Because without the houses, we wouldn't have, I don't think I would have been as obsessed. It's the compact nature of it.
Yes.
Like,
it was so cool.
Incredible. I was surprised that it was in the 8. I don't know. I was just like, oh, a dude made it for his kid. Like, wow, that's genius. Sweet. Genius inventor. Like, thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
I don't know if you're still alive.
Thank you, Chris Wiggs.
Thank you, Chris Wiggs. Chris Wiggs. That was the British way to say his name. So, okay. God, we should address
so many
the
toys.
Elephant in the room.
Our first guest.
Xandar. That's right. It's Xandar from Ask Xandar. Xandar, are you excited to be on our show? Okay. So this is a game I played a lot as a kid. Ask Xandar. It's basically a glorified Magic 8-ball in a crystal ball. And he's a little wizard. And the game is like you're guessing what he's going to say, basically. And there's gemstones involved. And we're going to play this game in full. So
there's gemstones?
There's gemstones involved. And it's fun because you have to guess if he's going to say like yes or no. So we can like use our little psychic powers. So.
I never got to play Ask Xandar because my parents were anti board games that had sounds.
I respect that.
I didn't get Ask Xandar. I wanted Mystery Date with the phone and the mall. The
I
board
had
was
Mall
the
Madness.
Mall. Oh, Mall Madness.
Mall
yes.
Madness.
Yeah.
Was everything.
I wanted that game so bad.
Oh my gosh. I would have got that game. I ordered this off eBay, everybody. So.
I might have to order Mall Madness off of eBay because I so deeply needed that game.
That game is really fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
like the mall in the 90s.
Mall culture was so unique and fun.
It was so much fun.
What was like a day at the mall like for you with your friends?
Oh, it was like you get dropped off, which is really exciting. Or when I was younger, my mom would just like, or my dad, it was usually my dad because my mom worked a lot, but my dad would walk behind us a little far.
Far
so
enough.
we felt that independence,
right? Yeah.
Right, and I'd have to get a cheese on the stick from Hot Dog on a Stick.
Yes, Hot Dog on a Stick is essential mall culture.
But cheese on the stick was my personal fave.
I also never got the hot dog. I always got the cheese.
It's so good. It's like grilled cheese.
I don't like hot dogs
in corn dog dip. I don't know, fucking delicious with some yellow ass mustard and a lemonade. Yes, please.
Oh,
Xandar gets it.
He gets it. He also enjoys that. I'm like, turn you off, Xandar.
And then it was a lot of like going up and down the escalator to see who else is there.
Yes.
Like running into kids from other schools, running into kids from your school, spending a lot of time on the outfit beforehand, or like
shopping
when we
for
got
a school
older,
dance.
shopping for school dance.
Yeah.
When we got older, we realized that actually wearing our school uniforms was fun.
Oh, okay.
Because it like set us apart, right? Like
right.
And it kind of had a craft vibe.
I was just gonna say it's very the craft.
I went to Catholic school.
Like let's untuck our shirt after school.
Exactly. Like we'd untuck and like dun 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 and put the rosary on around our neck. It was fun.
I like that. I'm jealous. I wore flip flops every day in high school, like a weirdo.
Yeah, we were only allowed to wear closed toe shoes.
I should have only been allowed to wear closed toe. I don't know why. I was like a skater. I was like a skater.
That's cool.
I was in
thought
the
the skater kids were cool.
That was my group, fully, and the drama club. Those are my two.
Very cool.
So I was like sublime patches on all my things.
Yes. We used to love going
boyfriend
to
was in a
Spencer's.
band, you know?
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my God. And he was a skateboarder. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were like my dream girl.
Nice, I guess.
Truly. The girls who like wore the baggy pants and like
Yeah.
Osiris shoes
Oh, yeah.
and like a little tank top and hung out with all those dudes were like
That was me.
my like early entrance into queerness.
Right.
I was like, I might be gay.
Black light posters.
I'm not into your boyfriend. I'm into you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Claire's was a big one.
Loved Claire's.
And there was, you know what? There was a store, and I know you have a store like this too. The Magick store, where it was like, they had magical shit. Didn't say, hey, if you're a witch, come here and shop.
Yeah.
Mine was called Raw Culture. That was the store. And they had tarot decks and incense and gemstones and little bottles that I still have some of them today.
And like dream catchers
and dream
all that
catchers
stuff.
and brass things and candle holders. And I like just gave my niece a bunch of the stuff that's where I used to get my magical tools.
Yes.
Where it was at that store.
I forgot about those stores. That was before like Westfield dominated all the malls and it was only chain stores. There used to be like fucking cool shops in the mall.
Yeah.
There was cool stuff in the mall.
Yes. Bookstores.
Sam Goody was one of my favorite places to go.
Sam Goody.
Yes. We had a huge Tower Records at the West Covina Mall.
Oh, that's
It was
cool.
like in the parking lot. It had its own building. It was big.
Wow.
And it was like multiple stories. And I remember waiting in line to get the Strokes' new CD.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Or to get like tickets to go places. You'd have to go line up at the music store.
That's right.
And
'cause
just
you're
that
from
was
here.
fun.
So you're from a big city.
Yeah.
I'm from a very small town where we didn't really, like, the only venue there was like the Mid-State Fair in Paso Robles.
Oh, the fair for music
It was
fun.
fair culture for me for the music. There was really no other venue other than the Santa Barbara Bowl. That was like, I saw No Doubt at the Santa Barbara Bowl in 2000.
That's cool.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
And it was like the best
That's so cool.
before they like pseudo broke up. Anywho's, wow, mall culture. So as Xandar, he was released in 1992. And the guy who did the artwork on the box, fun random fact I found, he won an Oscar for the artwork in Forrest Gump.
No way.
So is his hat like open? Oh, that's where the sensor is. Look.
Oh.
Xandar's hat. So there was an article I found on retropond.com, and they posed an interesting question. Clearly, this was marketed towards little girls. Mm-hmm. Why is he an old wizard Merlin type and not like the stereotypical fortune teller?
Yeah, why didn't we get, or like Morgan the Fae or something?
Like why is he this old Merlin dude, you know? I don't know.
That's
know
a good
why.
question.
Don't know
He's
why.
definitely got like Hierophant energy.
He's got keys. He's got keys, and he's sitting on his
and
knowledge.
Books. Yeah, he looks like the
Yeah.
Hierophant.
And he's pointing to his ball like, this is where it's at, ladies.
Looky here.
And there's little girls on the box. It's interesting why, I want to know why they didn't go with like a female formed.
Early indoctrination into patriarchal
No,
society.
seriously, maybe Wicca. I don't know. It's just an interesting
I remember the commercials like captivated me.
Oh my God, yes.
I wanted to be those kids.
Ask him! Ask Xandar! Xandar, am I going to the prom with a geek? Please say no.
Excellent chance.
You're going to the prom with a geek? Okay, my turn. Do I have a secret admirer?
Absolutely.
He knows everything.
Ask Xandar. Wave your hand and he speaks. Guess what he predicts, and the winner gets the special fortune read.
You will get a phone call about this.
Ask Xandar, the talking wizard game.
Definitely.
Okay, so Like I mentioned, he's kind of like a Magic 8 Ball, right? So the Magic 8 Ball story, do you know the Magic 8 Ball story?
No, I own 2 Magic 8 Balls, by the way.
I did not get a Magic 8 Ball for this, but they're expensive now. They're like $30.
They must have gone up in popularity because
Maybe.
we got them a few years ago. One of my spirits asked for one.
Yeah.
And I use it for divination.
It's a great tool for yes, no, maybe divination. Like it's a tried and true.
It's been pretty accurate for me.
Yeah, it's been around since like the 50s, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay, so there was an article on mental floss by Andrew Wong, no relation to me. So it was invented by Albert C. Carter in 1946, who was the son of a clairvoyant. His mom was a clairvoyant psychic and worked as a psychic in Chicago.
I love that.
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not in Chicago. In Cincinnati. That's in Ohio, everybody. in Ohio, in Cincinnati. Okay. And so the Magic 8 Ball concept was inspired by his mom's invention, which was called a psychoslate, which was this thing she would do where she would have a mini chalkboard and she would put it inside like a bag and seal it up and like cover it. And then there would be like chalk. She'd do this for her clients. And then there would be like chalkboard sounds, like a little writing. And then she would open it and there would be messages from the spirits. And like nobody knows how the fuck she did this. But
I want to know more about his mother.
yes, me too. So he saw that and was like, oh, that's interesting. And then he made this like prototype with like molasses and like dice. So like, you know,
That's so
it would
cool.
like float and then eventually he sort of like shopped it around and like a billiards company got involved and they were looking for like some sort of toy to market. And he was like, oh, I'll put it in an 8 ball. So that's why it's in an 8 ball and it's a Magic 8 Ball. And it's been like, it's like one of the greatest toys of all time.
That's so cool.
Isn't that
And
interesting?
you know, like any other ball, it wouldn't have had the same success. It's
No.
because he picked the black
the
8
black
ball.
8 ball. The black ball, the 8 ball. Like it's just so interesting. I never questioned why is this in a a pool game component? Like why? It
I
makes
love the 8
perfect
ball.
sense, but also like doesn't make a lot of sense.
I love it even more now that I know the story.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I love that.
That was a really fun little story. And I did play with Magic 8 Balls. It's played like it's just one of the best selling toys of all time. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but it
believe
was
that.
inspired by an actual working psychic.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the 8 ball. I'm really into yes, no divination. So
Yeah.
it's been a good, helpful ally. I have one on each altar, like on 2 different altars.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Are they black or are they different colors?
They're both the black, like classic Magic 8
Nice.
ball. They're pretty big too.
They are.
Yeah.
I want them to make like a mid-size
Yeah.
with different colors. I think that I wanted like a lavender 8 ball.
Or like an actual 8 ball size, tiny.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. They make, I've almost bought one, like a mini, there's like mini ones, but they don't work very well. It's mostly for like collecting them and not
Yeah.
actually using them. But I would have bought that, but they're like $30 for a big old. Dang. I was like, no, I'm not doing
Not
that.
today.
So when you were like, not board games, what were some like really simple games that you played like on the schoolyard? Like, let's talk about those games where it's
Yes.
like, we don't have money. We're at school.
Schoolyard divination.
Yes.
We loved fortune tellers. We called them cootie catchers.
Okay,
And I don't
yes.
know if we called them that because we were in Catholic school and like we weren't allowed to do fortune telling or what. But that was one of the faves. And like coming up with really creative stuff to put on the inside of the flaps was super fun.
Like real personalized things, like for what, like who's gonna like you?
Yes.
Is it Bobby or Andrew
Or like fucked up shit.
Yeah, or like, yeah. Do you remember like, this is a little side note, but like schoolyard, like I almost said trances, but like they were these like sing-songy like I don't know what the fuck you call them, where it was like, on top of Old Smoky, like, and all this stuff. Like, and it was like every different school had different lyrics to these things, and we would like chant them and like,
or like the chants you did while you were jump roping.
Yeah, somehow
like
that's
Cinderella,
magical. Yeah,
dressed in yellow.
Or like do you know how to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, like these things or whatever. Oh, sorry. No, I got you. Yes, like that. Like, why do we know how to do that still?
I don't know. Okay,
Like,
and
that's crazy.
My kids have been doing that a lot lately too. They want to play. They call it avocado now.
They call it avocado,
and it involves a few new moves.
Oh,
which is fun. But I'm like, this is cool that this like lives on.
Yeah.
These like hand clapping games. We used to do one about Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black,
yeah,
with silver buttons,
Yeah.
all down her back.
yeah, like all these weird little like chants, and those are cool.
I agree, though. Magical.
Yeah. They're somehow witchy, okay? But cootie catchers, it was interesting because they've been around like the longest.
Really?
Yes, like this origami, no one knows, as far as I could tell, where it's originated from, but as early as like the 17th century in Europe, like it's been played all around the world. And it all like different names. Everyone's got a different name, like cootie catchers, whirly birds, salt cellar, like a cellar, like like the bottom of a house.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's got a different name for it.
That's so cool.
I don't know why.
It's kind of like the tarot.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
It is like the tarot.
That's
and
cool.
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I kind of like that I don't.
Me too.
I don't know.
It makes it more magical.
It does. We'll have to make one of those pretty soon. Yeah, we will. So one of the favorite game that I played, because I never made the cootie catcher. I didn't know how to make I wasn't the maker of the cootie catcher. I was like
the player.
But I was the master at MASH.
I loved MASH.
We love MASH.
Love MASH.
Okay. So
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So MASH stands for mansion, apartment, shack, and house. And it lets you know where you're going to live based on
It was a fortune-telling system, really.
It's a whole system of divination using a lot of different elements, like time, as in the marks that you say to stop. And
oh, yes.
We'll have to do that. We'll do that also. Okay, so do you have any idea of like the origin of MASH?
Sometimes we would do the swirl, and I would count how many lines were in the swirl.
Oh, what? Okay. That's very interesting.
It's fun.
Mine was always like, okay, go. And I would draw lines,
The
and then you'd be
tallies.
like, stop. And then I would count the tallies. And
Yeah.
So you basically, if you have not played this game, you say I had 5 tally marks, you would go through these different lists, and every 5th thing you would cross out until you didn't have any, you had one thing left in each category, and you would circle that, and that would be the answer
Yes.
to your question.
And sometimes it was really fun, and sometimes people cried.
Sometimes I had 33 kids with the nerd, and I didn't want to. Okay. Or a boy I did not like or something, right? So, okay, MASH, the origin of MASH is really funny because it's been claimed by many.
Interesting.
A lot of different people claim to have invented MASH, and none of them are probably correct. Like it's really funny. Like the earliest report of MASH I can find is like the 70s, right?
Okay, that seems right.
But there's a guy named Mark Mash. We will link to this video because it's a lot of things. There's a YouTube video, and allegedly he claims he had invented it in 1993 with 3 friends in Cerritos and California. And it's based on his last name, which is Mash. So he got made fun of a lot for his last name, and they decided to just like create this acronym.
I have a hard time believing, no offense, a man made this up.
I agree. And also when you see his YouTube, it may give you a little, he said, and I quote in the video, "I'm not only a straight edge rapper and TV producer, but that's all I need to say."
Okay,
so straight edge rapper. And then he then tells us how to play MASH in this video. And it's funny. And then all the comments are even funnier because everyone's like, man, my mom used to play that in the 70s. Like, man, my cousin Barbara invented it. Like all these things. And it's so cool because like nobody knows where it came from and there's no proof. And it's like this very interesting, like, mystical thing. But yeah. So that's a fun one. But I want to play MASH. Do you want to play MASH?
I want to play MASH. Let's do it.
Okay, you're gonna be the MASH player if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can be the MASH Lord.
The MASH Lord. Where's my...
There's your pen. Ooh.
Okay, so I already drew out some categories of Mary.
Okay, it's interesting that... Is this like your system? Like it's going to look like this?
This is the format that
That's
it looks
the board.
like
Okay,
when I used to do it.
I used to do it differently, and I'll show you how after. But it just kind of speaks to how, depending on what school you go to, all of these games look a little bit different.
Okay, so here, everyone, you can see MASH is at the top, and then there's categories. There's more. There could be more or less categories, but for time, I just did 6 different categories of the kinds of things we used to ask, right? So mine's very like, that's it. And now, Kaitlyn, I will ask you to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tally marks.
7's my lucky number. Oh, it's 8? Then
It's 8.
It's going to be a bad game.
It's 8. It's 8. There's 8 tally marks at the top. And so, sorry, I forgot the first step. So give me the names of 3 people.
Okay, for me to marry? Okay, Kaylani.
Legit.
Who else can I pick? I'm just going to do all celebrities because it's funnier that way.
Yep.
Mel C, because I listened to Spice Girls on the way here.
Mel C.
And who was a 90s heartthrob? Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
J. Affectionately known as JTT.
Yeah,
to our
JTT.
generation. All right, give me 3 places that you're going to live.
Okay. Paris, Los Angeles,
LA.
and New York.
Give me 3 numbers. These are your kids.
5. 2.
Okay.
10.
Okay. 3 jobs.
I used to always put nurse because my mom is a nurse.
I did too. I think everybody wanted to be a nurse.
We all wanted to be a nurse.
And most of us did become nurses, I would say.
A lot of them became nurses or like rad techs or whatever.
Or vet techs.
Yeah.
Shout out to you if you're a nurse or a vet tech. And you're over the age of 32.
Tarot reader.
Okay.
And then have to pick one that's not as exciting, right?
Yeah, that's the fun of this game.
Store key holder.
Okay.
My least favorite job, but also the most fun time.
Okay, 3 cars.
Key holder. Okay, 3
Or
cars.
vehicles of some sort.
A Honda Civic.
I'm going to put a broomstick.
A broomstick. See, part of the fun of this game was that you would be surrounded by like 15 other kids
Yes.
and they would just start shouting shit.
Yes.
And it would start going on the paper and you were like, oh my God.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no. It's very serious business.
And a Mazda Miata.
A Miata.
With my 10 kids.
Oh my God. All right. I don't know. Oh, ages. Give me ages that...
Ages. Sorry, my
3
overalls came unhooked.
Oh. One side down. That's the cool.
Ages.
That's
Hold
the
on.
way.
This is how
Hold on. Yeah, we gotta...
I was never that cool.
I was. Sometimes I wear them like this now.
But mostly because they won't stay on.
Yeah.
I'm picking ages, right?
Yeah.
33.
Okay.
That's how old I am now. 22.
Okay.
50.
Oh my God. All right. Give me and this is the time you would wait to know your fate.
Okay. Da-na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na-na, I used to have a really big crush on Alex Trebek. I should have put him on there. One time for Halloween, not Halloween, for Valentine's Day, my ex-boyfriend dressed up like Alex Trebek.
This is very distracting.
I'm trying to keep the people amused.
No, keep talking. Keep talking.
When I got to his apartment after work, he came down to let me in a gray suit and the gray wig. And a gray glue-on mustache.
That's weird. Okay, Kaitlyn, welcome to your future. So as you can see, I've now crossed out the things and I'm ready to divine your future.
Thank you.
You are going to live in a house. You're going to marry JTT.
Yes, good for me.
You're going to live in Paris.
Nice.
You're going to have 10 kids. You got your wish. You're going to be a store key holder in Paris with 10 kids.
Hopefully it's Chanel or Louis Vuitton.
It's Louis Vuitton. You're going to drive a Honda Civic
Incredible.
on the wrong side of the road. And you're going to do all this at the age of 50.
Incredible.
So
exhausting.
there's still time.
There's still time.
This is literally your future. There's still time. JTT's still alive.
It could happen.
It's going to happen.
It could happen.
And that, my friends, is MASH. So
go do it with your friends.
do it with your friends.
This game was invented by Laura Wong.
It was invented by me
Today.
This day of our Lord, February 19th, 2023. Oh, God. I haven't said the year out loud for a while.
It's still tripping me out.
It's still a lot.
I feel like January 2020 happened and I'm still trying to come to terms that time has passed.
Oh my gosh. All right, I think it's time to show and tell what you brought.
Okay, so I brought some new games. And there's some cool things that I've played with my kids to try to incorporate some magic into our playtime. And the first one I'm really fucking excited about. It is.
Oh my God, I want to see this so bad.
A Magickal Mixie.
OMG.
And it includes a cauldron, potions, a magic fucking wand, and you put like all the ingredients into the cauldron and you have to follow the instructions on how to wave the wand, and then a fucking stuffed animal comes out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
It's a little cauldron.
Stunning.
Okay.
Stunning.
We are going to do this shortly. That's amazing.
We did the crystal ball version, but this is the one I really wanted. So I'm really, really excited to do this today. And then
Magick Mixie.
I don't know if we'll end up playing this today or not, but on the topic of cauldrons, we have this game called Cauldron Quest. And I'm really into cooperative board games with my kids because it's about everybody working together toward a common goal. And in this particular game, Work Your Magic, Break the Spell, an evil wizard casts a spell across the land, and you and your teammates have to work together to collect the ingredients of the potion in order to reverse the spell. And it's really fun.
That looks very fun.
And it's kind of like an introduction to like RPG board games. There's 2 different sets of dice and you can, I don't know, like we kind of get into character when we play. It's not like a requirement, but it's really fun.
Like baby D&D.
It's like baby D&D. It really is. We played this one and another one I didn't bring that's called Castle Quest. That's like baby D&D.
I love that. Do you play D&D?
So I've never played D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
But I want to. But I did just start playing a different type of game in that sphere called Glitter Hearts. And for our particular version of Glitter Hearts, I'm playing with a group of people online. One of my clients turned friends is the game master, and they are like amazing at making it super immersive. And we are a group of mystical, magical, witchy people who also like transform kind of like Sailor Moon style during battle time. And my weapon is a velvet choker with the moon on it that turns into a meteor hammer. Amazing. Yes.
Amazing.
We go to a witchy school on a magical island.
Amazing.
What about you?
I do. I just started playing D&D with two of my friends over Zoom. And my friend Kaitlyn is a dungeon master, like for real, like very good at D&D. And so she got us to start playing. It's just three of us. And we have our own little, my character's name is Polaris, and I am an air elemental.
Amazing.
And he is, he's a bard.
Yes. Yes,
And
he is.
Yes, he's very brooding and like, kind of like Hades from the Disney Hercules looking,
Yes.
mixed with like Elvis, but hot and like a grunge kind of dude.
I'm very into this.
Yeah, and we're basically our storyline is that magic is being stolen from the realms, and we need to find out who is doing it and why.
Yes.
So, yeah, but my character is very like, the situations have come up where he's like, I'm going to sing this song, I'm going to sing this dragon to sleep or whatever. And then he just fails and gets beat up.
Incredible.
So he sort of has like, bravado.
That's very
issues.
bard energy.
Yeah, no, he's a bard. So that's my D&D experience. But it's
Amazing.
very, again, like Kaitlyn, our dungeon master, they're so talented at just naming names, places, it's a skill in itself.
It
and it's
really is.
It really is
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Like, because there is no boundaries to D&D.
That's wild.
It's just, I didn't understand. I'd never played before. And I'm like, oh, you just like, there's boundaries in that you roll for to see if you die or not or whatever. But yeah, it's just very like, it's a lot of things going on, and
Seriously,
it's hard to keep up.
The game master is incredible because Bria is, again, the hiccups, is our game master, and they're just so skilled at creating worlds, creating characters, creating turns of events, remembering what all of our different characters are doing.
Naming people.
Yeah, naming random people, naming all the secret societies. It's just fucking cool.
Like, they came up with this character, it's a fallen star, and his name is Ep30, and he lost his halo, and he follows us around and kind of floats around and does things for us. It's so weird.
That's so cool.
It's so specific and weird, but going back to our inner child situation, I think it does nurture that, because for me, it gives me a few hours where I just think about some nonsense that doesn't matter and play in that way. And I think playing these games is sort of like a healthy way to escape a little bit and have a break from this, because there's just so much going on and stimuli and just it's intense.
It is. It's so nice to have a space where you get to break into a character that has nothing to do with the world that's actually around you. And it's I'm not dissociating. I'm game playing.
Playing.
Yeah. And I'm storytelling and participating with other people and making real connections in this fantastical world. And it's so cool.
It's just a really cool way to, and that's not something I understood about D&D before I started playing it, was how creative it is.
Yeah.
Because I thought there were rules and things but it's just so creative. Very, very cool.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I had a little spirit candy for today. And here we go. Spirit candy.
Spirit candy.
Spirit candy.
Channeled messages from our spirit guides.
It was just about how our inner children are our greatest teachers. And that how we sometimes learning from them means accepting that we are no longer them in the present. And being able to still honor them and also separate and accept that they're always with us, but they are gone in a lot of ways because we are adults. And I think that's more in terms of like separating yourself from trauma and like accepting things that weren't as great that happened to you when you were a kid, or like being able to view that through an adult lens in an adult place. That's something I've had trouble with. So I think but in that way, they are our greatest teachers.
Kind of reminds me of in Frozen 2. Olaf sings a song about how things will all make sense when I am older. And it's very much like that innocent singing about how I don't understand what's happening around me, but like maybe one day this is all going to make sense. Maybe one day somebody will explain what's going on. And I don't know, when you were talking, I immediately started thinking about that song and those feelings as a kid, going through stuff I literally could not put to words. Like stuff that I couldn't talk to my parents about until I was like 26. And that we slowly make sense of as we get older.
Yeah.
And that, we aren't that vulnerable kid we used to be, but we can still give that kid the love and tenderness that they needed.
Yeah, it's like the acknowledgement of like putting them, it's like tucking them into bed. Like the image of like soothing them. But how you do that is you leave the room and let them sleep. Okay, well, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
You don't lay there with them anymore.
Yeah.
You let them sleep in their own bed, in their own room.
That reminds me a lot of an exercise that I've done and that I like prescribe to my clients from time to time when I notice they need inner child work, but like to do a visualization where you go and you visit your inner child. You talk to them and you ask them, you notice how old they are, you notice what they're wearing, and then you ask them like, what do you need? And you give them all the stuff they need, and then you leave them. And then you come back and see if they've changed or gotten older since you've left them those things. And there's something to like stepping away and stepping back into the present. That's an important part of that process.
Yeah, because if we coddle them too much or hold on to that too much, it's painful. And we have to, as much as it sucks, we have to live in the now and be present and grow up.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we have to let go of like our toys or our Disneyland passes or whatever, but we have to dissociate some stuff from them, like take it from them or let them understand. It's almost like you're an adult, you can understand this now and process it and not take it, like give them some peace.
Yes, you take that from them and then you leave them with peace. Absolutely.
It's a lot. But yeah,
Damn.
That doesn't mean you have to, oh God, it's like the movie Hook.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Really?
Shut the front door. Yes, I was just thinking like Peter Pan.
That movie is so fucking
and
beautiful.
Then specifically Hook. I love Hook.
I love that movie. Rufio. I love that movie because he's like, if you haven't seen Hook, you need to watch Hook. It's, I think, Robin Williams' best movie next to Mrs. Doubtfire.
I love him so much.
Talk about someone who was a childlike person and with a lot of deep-rooted problems. Like I didn't know him, but he had a very positive impact on me. And
me too.
Being able to give us like the joy and connect with us because he clearly was like a big kid and actually played one in a movie called Jack. That's such a special like gift that some adults have, like to just love kids in a very like pure way and not a creepy way, and like just give us this art that and comedy and fun that just like
Is
made
made
us.
for us. Yeah.
But Hook is like, you know, he starts out as spoilers for Hook. Okay. It's been a minute since Hook came out, but spoilers for Hook are coming. Peter Banning is this like guy who's totally out of touch with his kids, his family. He's obsessed with his work. He's living in like our world.
Yeah.
And then he
Like fully rejected
cry.
and forgot his inner child.
And then his kids get literally stolen by Captain Hook and taken to fucking Neverland. And he has to, in order to save his family and his kids, rediscover his inner child and that he is Peter Pan, this like amazing mythical character. I have like full body chills right now.
Me too.
And like he has to come to terms with that, and just the joy when they're, oh my God, the food fight scene.
Oh, yeah.
There's this scene in the movie where all the Lost Boys are trying to get him to remember how to play. It's this whole sequence. And he's just like, I'm fucking tired. Like, what the fuck? I'm so out of shape. And they're making fun of him because he's old and all this. It's really funny. But the way that the Lost Boys play, the way that they eat is that they only eat imaginary. They have to imagine the food to be there in order for them to eat. So they're just like, oh yeah, it's so good. And Peter's like, what the like? There's
are
no
they
food.
doing?
Where's the food?
Yeah.
And he's like, just imagine it or whatever. And then he starts to like imagine it. And then all of a sudden he gets hit in the head with like splattered, and he sees it and it's colorful. And it's like this array of just colorful. And it's just honestly one of the best movies.
It's one of the best
about
movies.
inner child shit I've ever seen.
Julia
And
Roberts plays Tinkerbell.
with a pixie cut.
It's
all good.
It's
Dustin
so good.
Hoffman is Captain
Captain
Hook. Is a
Hook.
very like he's a whole other can of
Excellent.
worms. And
As Captain
Bob
Hook.
Hoskins is Smee.
me.
They all have their own shit, and it's like really good.
It's really good. It's really good.
But him
Reconnecting to both his
and
inner
fuck,
child
when he,
and like
when he flies. Oh,
Yeah,
I
when he
forgot
finally
about
flies,
that.
yes.
Oh my god. Oh, he puts the teddy bear that he flies. I can't even fucking handle it. Anyway, everyone go watch Hook.
go watch it.
I'm making Mike watch it because I don't know if he's ever seen it.
You've
fucking,
never seen it? Oh my god. Stop filming. We're going.
I can't even.
We're gonna go watch it now.
I can't handle. So Mike is about 8 years older than me, so we're a generation apart. He's a Gen X, okay?
So is Brian. He's a Gen Xer, yeah.
And I'm an elder millennial.
But I've made Brian watch Hook a few times.
Yeah. It's probably easier with the kids. You can,
Yeah.
do it together. But no, it's just me and Mike. So when he's missed out on these things, and I'm just like, oh my God, he was too old to really like Hook. You know? But
Oh, it was so good.
you're going to watch Hook.
My dad dressed up as Dustin Hoffman Hook for Halloween one year, and my mom was Tinkerbell, and they looked so fucking
You
good.
mentioned that your parents really like to dress
Yeah.
up together for Halloween.
My dad made the coat himself, like fully lined, red velvet, like the big wig. It was really fun.
Somebody needs to do a book report. A book report, an essay, a dissertation, a thesis about the movie Hook and how it relates to your inner child, or just the myth of Peter Pan in general.
Yeah.
The boy who he refused to grow up. But what a
And then
concept.
he swung all the way to the other end of the spectrum.
What a concept in that version.
Dame Maggie Smith is in it. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Dame Maggie Smith is also
Maggie
in it.
Smith is Wendy.
Yes.
Grown up Wendy. And then I think Gwyneth Paltrow plays her in a flashback.
I think you might be right. I don't
think I'm
recall.
right.
Yeah.
But yes, the boy who would never grow up, that's Peter Pan. And then, let's make a movie. I forgot who, was it Steven Spielberg that made it?
I don't know.
I forgot. But
When
it's
did it come out?
someone good.
I want to know.
I want to say
What year did this come out?
I think 95.
It was Spielberg?
He's the right guy for the job for that.
It was just... It's on Disney Plus right now. It has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Are you
fucking kidding me? This is cinematic.
What? Okay.
1991.
My favorite movies have 8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's how you
and
know
shit.
it's good.
Heavyweights. Practical Magic.
Practical Magic has a low rating.
It has 18%.
Wow. Just say you
Fuck.
hate women.
Just say you hate witchcraft. Hook.
Hook is so good.
I'm looking at you guys like you did it. I'm not talking to you. I know you guys like Hook, okay? Our listeners love Hook, I'm sure.
Oh, it's so good.
Make Mike watch it tonight. Like, fully.
It's important.
It's important. Viewing.
It's important.
Anyways.
Let's play some games.
Let's play some games.
Should we make the Magickal Mixie first?
Let's do the Magickal Mixie
Okay,
first.
let's do it.
Should we
I'm
do
so
it?
So I'm really excited to start with the Mixie. Before we get into our cauldron of fun and joy, I know, I'm so excited. I do want to recap a little bit. So there's a part of this episode that you're only going to have access to if you support us on Patreon. Any of the $5 tiers or above have access to all of our super fun bonus content. And we just played Ask Xandar, which was a hoot.
A hoot.
It was a hoot. It was a wholesome time. And then we also...
We also dabbled.
We dabbled a bit with the Holy Spirit board, which is marketed as the only spirit board that you can communicate with Jesus Christ himself directly.
Directly to Jesus Christ.
Yes, and the only spirit board who's not going to send you directly
to hell.
Directly to hell, per the instructions on the box. And you...
It was a time.
It was...
And it's something that will be...
A time was had.
A time was had.
I think we've both only been reaffirmed in our life choice to not ever fuck with any spirit boards ever.
No.
I was telling Laura as we were touching it that one of my guides was like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And so we had to do some grounding and some cleansing. We did that before, which was like important. Mm-hmm. And we did it again after, and it was necessary. But like... I don't know. You have to tune into the bonus content to get all of it. But I will say, like, I don't ever need to do that again.
I don't ever need to do that again.
No. But I can definitely see how people become enthralled and almost addicted even to continuing to use those types of tools. And it's a way that I've never felt using my pendulum, my tarot cards, my oracle cards, automatic writing, direct communication. I've never felt that before.
I haven't either. That felt naughty in a not a good way.
In not a fun way.
Not in a fun
Yeah,
way.
like-
We both feel like our guides were like, what are you why
doing?
the fuck would you do that? Like you're getting in trouble from your parent sort of a thing. So.
Truly, we were all standing outside kind of like, I felt like, the Goonies or something, like at the end of a 90s movie about kids
Yeah,
and we
we're
just
just like,
did some shit. We've been through it.
Yeah, we're just like, wow.
Wow, that happened.
That happened. You can see if you sign up for a Patreon and watch the video,
Yeah.
our mood goes from here to like things change.
It's wild.
Anyways,
so
don't
do
that.
what we did.
Don't do what we did. So.
Don't do what we did. But now we're getting back to the fun stuff. And we are going to be making a Magickal Mixie. And for those of you who are listening, we are sitting with a giant purple and gold cauldron
With
in
a
front of us.
Big blue.
A big pink jewel.
Jewel
Actually,
on
I
the
think we have to
front.
turn the jewel toward us because we have to see it.
Oh, to make it happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
At
That's
least
all right.
the other one I did, the jewel would change colors. I don't know if this one
Oh.
does.
That's cool.
We'll see.
see.
Okay. So
I have the instructions I'm holding, and there's a magic wand. What else do we have here?
We also have a gorgeous light purple potion bottle.
With a number 1 label on it.
Number 1 label on it. And it looks like the I Dream of Genie bottle, if you are old enough to know what that is.
Definitely do.
And it also comes with a really cool pink treasure box, which is full of all of the additional potion ingredients.
And the instruction manual is labeled Spell Book, Creation Spell. So there are several steps that you need to take to create the mixie. So we are going to do that. The cauldron's about as big as like a pasta pot, I would say.
It's big.
It's a big toy. The gem on the front is like as big as my palm for you guys listening.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so let's get started.
Let's crack
I don't
open
know.
the potion,
I don't know what to expect.
Spell book.
Number 1, start your potion. Fill potion bottle with water, pour into cauldron. Listen for the tap, tap, tap sound, and then tap the cauldron 3 times.
Okay. I'm pouring in the water. Like, does it come out wet? I'm curious.
There should be a tap, tap, tap sound.
Is it bunk?
I don't know. Is it really not charged? For real?
There's no way. It charged for 2. Oh, wait, it's off.
Oh.
Do I put it on create mode or spell mode?
Oh,
Where's the big instructions?
yeah. I think it...
We already
hold
did
on.
it wrong.
No, we already did it wrong.
I think it's supposed to be create mode.
I think it is create. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a bubbling cauldron. Okay,
Now
there's
tap
3
it
taps.
3 times.
What do we do next?
Okay. Give your mixie its voice. Pour in sound dust.
Do you want to pour one in?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the sound dust.
And then stir your potion. And then the same thing. Listen for the sound and... Oh my God.
This is so much fun. It's this really... Ooh!
Do you hear that?
Do you fucking hear that? Do you want to stir it?
Yeah.
Stir it. Okay, stir it 3 times.
Okay. I've stirred it 3 times.
Okay.
Number 3. Add sparkle to your mixie's eyes. Drop in the glimmer star.
This is the glimmer star.
It looks like a little bath bomb.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Stir.
Stir it and then listen for the tap, tap, tap. Now tap it again. Oh my God. Grant your mixie its wings. Oh. Drop in the magic feather.
Ooh!
And do the same.
I'm so glad we saved this for last because we really needed a mood booster. Just something like wholesome.
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm dropping in the feather. Stir.
Okay, the sound effects are the best part.
I'm tapping the cauldron with the wand. Color your mixie. Add the fizz flower. Stir your potion and then tap again. And
So here's the fizz flower potion bottle to give our mixie color. And again, it looks like
it's pink.
it's like a little
flower.
tulip bath bomb. It's so cute. Okay. I wonder what it looks like in there. I'm curious.
It's like a bath bomb fizzing in this water. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Wow.
The sounds are so good.
Oh,
Okay.
we gotta tap it again. Add the creation crystal. Ooh, creation crystal. Number 6, we're almost there.
The sounds are so good.
This is honestly so cool.
Ooh, the crystal's pretty.
Creation crystal.
Ooh.
Creation crystal.
It's like a clear diamond.
And then we stir it. We're stirring. The last one.
The final step is naming our Mixie.
We have to name our Mixie.
And there's a magic scroll. What are we going to name our Mixie?
I don't know. We write its name on the scroll and drop it in the cauldron, and then we stir, and then we do the same thing we've been doing. What do we name it?
What's one of your favorite plants?
Rosemary.
I was thinking rosemary
No way.
too. Yes.
That's so weird.
Okay.
That popped. First thing that popped in my head.
Rosemary.
Rosemary is our Mixie's name.
Okay. So then write the name.
Drop it in.
Oh. It flew in.
Stir it again. Oh my god.
That was fast.
And then we have to say the magic words. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Magicus Mixus.
What the fuck?
What's happening?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh my god. There's smoke coming out of the cauldron. Y'all have to watch this
You have to watch
on
this.
YouTube or Spotify. Oh,
my
god.
What the fuck?
We are wizards.
This is the most cool thing
I am
I've ever done
a
in my
real
life.
witch now. Oh my god, it's so pretty.
It's smoking. What's gonna... I hear it.
There's a Mixie in there.
There's a little voice.
The smoke is really cool. Wow. Ooh, it's like swirling. Sorry. Okay.
Wait.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait. Look at it.
Twist to release. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, step 1 is we're supposed to cut this little part.
Okay. Here's some scissors.
Oh, good thing.
What?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. The Mixie. It just like appeared.
And
what
then
the hell?
Twist.
Oh my god.
It's so cute. Let me take this thing off.
Oh my gosh, it talks.
Oh, my god.
It is the cutest thing I have ever seen.
It's baby Rosemary.
Oh my god. It's a little
Oh my god.
It looks like an angel squirrel gremlin.
It has wings and horns.
It has wings and horns.
and sparkly.
It farted and it laughed. It is my child. Oh god.
This is now the Third Eye Bind mascot. Oh.
This is Rose. Wow.
Do you want to share anything with our guests? What do you think?
Are you shy?
That's okay.
Are you shy?
Oh.
Look at the little gem.
Sometimes the wands.
Does the wand do stuff? Oh yeah? I love you. I love you.
We love you.
We love you, Rosemary.
We have a child
We
now.
had a baby.
The Third Eye Bind baby.
This is adorable.
This is amazing.
How did that even happen? Because we poured liquid into this cauldron and this thing isn't wet.
It's not wet. This is actual magic.
This is literal toy magic.
This is-
I can't even tell you where there's no liquid in it. Like, where did it go?
Apparently you can like use this to make spells again. I have to look at the big instructions, but they were too big for us to read. Oh my god. Laura has the Mixie
In my overall
in her
pouch.
overall pocket. It's so cute.
my baby
Oh
friend.
my god. I give this toy a 50
10.
out of 10.
50 out of 10. This
800 thumbs up.
This is an incredible toy, and it made me very happy as an adult person.
It says it's for ages 5 and up. I think you should go get one.
She's sleepy. It's sleep. Oh, what's their
So
little
cute.
day?
What are your
They're a they.
pronouns?
What are your pronouns? Tell me your pronouns. Do you have no? What's your little pronouns?
They're like a real angel.
I think you're a they them.
I think so too.
Yeah.
They're giving non-binary
Yeah,
icon.
they are.
They have like
Look
gold.
at the glitter. Okay, yes.
Sleeping. Oh. I love them.
This is adorable. I love them so much.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This is going to live on our Third Eye Bind altar.
Yes.
You are now our little guardian angel.
I'm obsessed with you. Wings like
They want a
Hermes.
hug.
I love it so much.
This is a nice doll too.
It
like
is
they
a
have
nice doll.
posable arms and legs, and you're not a doll, you're a baby.
You're a real thing. Oh my goodness.
If you normally listen, this is the episode to watch. Like,
Yeah, you gotta watch this.
it's-
Let's turn the cauldron around for a
yeah, so you
sec
can see the gorgeous
see.
jewel.
We were pouring water into this thing, and it just literally, it just popped up. Like, that was so magical.
And like, there's no liquid in here.
There's no liquid. Look,
I'm
there's no-
sure-
it's probably on the
it's-
bottom somehow, but like
How? I don't even care to know how. This was
worth
magical.
everything.
Absolutely.
It's so really.
This was so cool.
I'm obsessed.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. They're asleep now.
They're asleep now.
We love
Well,
you, Rosemary.
Here's Rosemary. I don't know if you can see Rosemary on
We are
the
not
camera.
sponsored by Magickal Mixie, but
But if you'd like to
holy
sponsor
shit.
us,
This is just a recommendation. Oh, what a great modern. I have a little bit of its hair in my mouth. Magical toy.
truly, this was really fucking cool.
A really positive magical toy experience.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have existed when we were kids.
No. This is so neat. And even if you don't have kids, you should go get a Magick Mixie.
Seriously.
It was extremely satisfying.
I would do it again, 10 out of 10. That was great. Thank you for bringing the Mixie.
Thank you for coming up with this magical game episode idea.
And thank you for tuning in. We really enjoyed it. We hope you did too. This is the last episode of season 3.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you to all our listeners, our supporters, to everybody who's rated the show, who's shared the show. We're so grateful for you.
We will go back to the drawing board for season 4,
Yeah, we can't wait to see you next season.
which will probably be in 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. We move quickly
We
here.
move quickly here at Third Eye Bind.
So thank you so much for tuning into Third Eye Bind.
Be sure to leave a message on the Third Eye line.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. You can follow the podcast at Third Eye Bind Pod on Instagram. There, submit your questions via the Third Eye line by sending us a voice message or text DM. The show is available wherever you listen to podcasts and for you to watch on YouTube. Get early access to episodes and even monthly one-on-one sessions with us by joining our Patreon. Find us at patreon.com/thirdeyebind. Third Eye Bind is produced and edited by Mike Realm. Hosted by Kaitlyn Grania and Laura Wong. Music by Mike Realm. Set design by Laura Wong. You can find Laura on Instagram at Lady Moon Co. And you can find Kaitlyn at kaitlyn.grania.